Hi. So it's time for another story from my childhood in Africa. This story is called Fish Eyes. My dad invited me to go with him out to the beach to a camp. I think it was like an Easter camp, and a lot of the church people were meeting at a hut on the beach, and they were going to spend the night. And so we got out there late afternoon, and it was still daylight, and I approached some of the women who were making soup. And I was watching what they were putting in the soup, and we were talking about it, and I noticed they were putting in fish into the soup, which was a good thing, but they were also including the fish eyes. And I was just horrified because I was thinking, oh my goodness, what if when they serve the soup up I get a fish eye? I don't think I can swallow a fish eye. I don't know what I'll do if I get a fish eye in my soup. So they kept adding things to the soup, and then it got dark, and everybody was sitting around. They were singing worship songs and praying, and there was some teaching going on, and it got really dark, and we were out there on the beach. There was nothing but maybe flashlight and a lantern out there. And then the women said that it was time to eat, so they served everybody up their bowl of soup. So I was really hungry by this time, and I really wanted to eat the soup, but I was still worried about that fish eye in there. And took a bite, everything was fine. Took the next bite, everything's fine. And the third bite, I felt something round and small and squishy on my tongue. And I started freaking out, thinking, oh my goodness, I got a fish eye. I know I got a fish eye. And I felt like I'm gonna puke. And what I did was I spit it out in my hand, and I ran to the car because I knew I could get some light in the car. Ran to the car, opened the car door, and sat down and looked in my hand. And I was just sure I was going to see a fish eye staring up at me. But it was actually a little shell macaroni. And I felt so silly for being so upset that maybe it was a fish eye. So, no fish eye for me in that soup. And I got away with eating a really good bowl of soup. A little bit spicy, but it just made me think later on how a lot of times we're just sure that something terrible is going to happen. We're positive, we can see it in our mind, and we just know that that's what's going to happen. And in the end, it doesn't, and things turn out fine. So that's my story for today.